Is that on? Yeah, I think it's on. Hello, Facebook. So hard to see. Who's coming on board with me today? I think I'm going to have my cat join me today. Come here, Mikey. Come on. Come say hi to everyone. Hello, baby. Hi, everyone. Who's hopping on? It's hard to see out here. I'm enjoying this beautiful day. Is everybody enjoying the beautiful day? Let me see if I can swipe this on. There we go. Hi, Loretta. How are you? My local friend. Hi, Annie. Great having you on. Thanks, everyone. I have my kitty out here today enjoying this beautiful day. I wanted to show you, isn't this like an amazing view? Can you see this back here? I mean, oh my gosh. I'm so grateful to be here. I do not take this lightly. This is a beautiful place to live. And everyone, let me know where you're tuning in from and if you're catching the live or the replay. And I'm going to get going on this in just a little bit. I know this is kind of a strange time of day, 4 o'clock. Everybody's going to get ready to go home and do dinner and all that. So I'll keep it quick. Let me tag you. Okay, Elke, you've been tagged. How is everyone doing today? Let me know how you're doing, where you're tuning in from. Let me know if you're getting live or replay, and we're going to get moving on this. Everybody's been asking me when we were going to do week 3 and keep continuing what we had talked about. So I'm going to do a quick recap, and then we're going to go into week 3, which is today. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. I love hearts. I love it all. I'm easy. All right, so we're going to get started. I appreciate everyone that's on today, and anyone that jumps on, just let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know if you're catching live or replay. We're going to get going on this. So everyone, you guys know that I've been reading the book from Rod Hairston, Are You Up for the Challenge? And if you have not started reading that yet, I highly recommend it. It is probably the best thing next to Working with the Law that I have done yet, and that was the other book I read. We talked about that already. So we're going to talk today about the 4 stages that we had talked about 2 weeks ago. Just kind of do a quick recap. Annie's Austin, Texas. Great. Ooh, Texas in the house. Yeah. Annie, I'm actually going to be going to Texas in a few weeks for an event. So I don't know, maybe we can hook up. Austin's super close to Dallas, I think, right? Like maybe half an hour. Yes, I will tag my sister. There you go. Tag, you're it. All right, guys, we're going to get going on this. Just again, anybody that just hopped on, just let me know where you're tuning in from. Hi, Ann. Nice to have you. And if you're catching the live or the replay, thanks, you guys. I'm super excited. This has been a really a life-changing book for me, and that's why I spend the time going on live and sharing it, because it's my goal when I learn new things to share and love on others, because, I mean, isn't that what it's all about? I'm just not going to keep it to myself. It's just too good. It's golden nuggets. And who am I? For anyone that's on, I think y'all know me, but if you don't, I'm Lynn Wiseman with Rise Above with Lynn. I inspire and I empower every day to show people how to have a healthy body, mind, soul, and spirit. And if you all know that if one's missing, well, we got to get that healthy because all components need to be healthy, right? Annie says, yes, 3 hours. Oh, awesome. 3 hours? Well, maybe we'll meet halfway. We'll talk about that. I'll PM you. Oh, I'm so excited. Hi, Lacey. Nice to have you on. Okay, everyone, as you hop on, just let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm going to get going on this because I don't want to take too long. So we talked about in Rod's book, it's called Are You Up for the Challenge? Rod Hairston. I highly suggest you put that on your to-do reading list because it's amazing. There are 4 stages to acquiring skills and developing new behaviors. Hi, Donald. Hi, Christina. Thank you for being here. There are 4 stages. So if you all remember, it was inception was the first step or stage, deception is the second, transformation is third, and the identity stage was number 4. And then let me just remind you real quick what that was so all of this will make sense. So in the inception phase, selecting the skill to be developed and beginning to build new behaviors, okay? Then you get into a deception phase. This is whenever you're trying to start a new skill in your life and acquire new things and new behaviors, which is really important. Come here. I'm sorry, I'm joining my cat over here. Come on, babe. So then you get to the deception, and the deception is when we start to recognize that things get really hard. We want to quit, and we're kind of questioning, should we keep going? Maybe we should try something else, and we just think we can't do it anymore. Okay, so that's kind of the deception phase, and honestly, most people get stuck there. I can attest to that. Hi, thank you, Christina. You're so sweet to me. Then when you go, if you can pass that and persevere through, which is a big step, then you get to transformation. And in the transformation phase, you are starting to accept that difficulty. You persevere, like we talk about in my business, and you begin to achieve the growth. But it doesn't stop there. Then you go to the identity stage, and this is the fourth and the best one. That's when you can start incorporating the new skills in your life and those habits that you were so trying to build in your life. Now you start using those habits every day, and it becomes habitual. So that's what's great, is when we can reach the identity. But like I said, we all kind of, well, not all, most people can get stuck at the deception, and that's what Rod talks about. So, okay, now in the deception phase, you guys, we have 7 categories, 7 types of people, and you don't have to tell me which one you are. That's for you and yourself to know, and you and God. Okay, I don't want to know, but we had talked about this, and some people bravely told me what they were and what they were working on, and I thought that was so amazing. We have 7 types. You have a victim. That's the person that will sadly blame others for everything that's going wrong in their life, and they don't want to take responsibility for their actions. Then you have a rut dweller. Now, the rut dweller is going to get stuck in a rut, and they retreat back to their old routines, okay? Then you have the certainty seeker, and that's the person that just tends to want to stay safe and secure, not go out of that security mode of their lives, and doesn't want to get out of that comfort zone. And that ties into the subconscious mind, which we're going to talk about in just a second. And then you have the success seeker. That's when you're looking for that next big thing, that exciting thing in life, but you lack the discipline to stay currently where you're at, what you said you were going to work on. So that goal set, and you kind of move to the next thing. Then you have what's called the pretender. The pretender hides behind a mask of perfection, and they insist that they're fine, but really they're not feeling worthy to do what they're doing. Hi, Corey. Thank you for being on. Let me know where you're tuning in from, you guys. And then you go to the escapist. Now, the escapist hides from reality, and they bury their head in the sand. Okay. And then you got a stress achiever. And those are the people that think that their status and their financial sorry, not the sex, thinks that their status and their financial success are the most important things in life, no matter what. And they end up lacking humility. So they get a little proud. So there's 7 types, and I kind of know which ones are mine and what I'm working on. And as I move to the next stage, you'll understand how this is all going to work. Because Rod does say, yes, you can make lasting change. You can commit. And here are the steps on how to do this. So your life will be taken to that next level. And honestly, you guys, that's where I'm going right now. I'm 46 years old, and I'm just now learning this. And I am so grateful, because as I evolve, I share with others, they evolve. And it's just a beautiful thing that we just do this for each other and with each other. It's good to have that support. On my second live, that second week, we had discussed why the heck is it so dang hard to change? And I think everybody can concur. I would love if you would put a 1 in there if you can agree that it is sometimes so dang hard to change. You have a goal, and you just don't know how to change to make that happen. Okay, we learned that the reason is because we're really, hi Terry, thanks for being on. We are not in charge. We're not. It's in our habits. And unfortunately, the habits, sadly, are controlled by the subconscious mind. And we talked about that, if you all remember, from a couple weeks ago. How do you train the conscious mind from the subconscious so we can actually get those things done? Because the subconscious wants to stay comfortable. So, moving on to the recap, the subconscious always battles the conscious mind every single day. You cannot get away from that. That is how our mind works. And it's a beautiful thing, but it can also be a detriment if you don't know how to recognize it and work with it. So here's my question. What's the subconscious mind? Does anybody want to throw in there what they think the subconscious is? And then we're going to ask, what is the conscious? And let's see if you guys know the difference. I'd love to hear from you. And if you followed me 2 weeks ago, you probably already know the answer, so don't answer. Anybody want to give it a go at that? Terry? Corey? Christina? Okay, I'm going to tell you. So the conscious mind is your heartbeat, the living, breathing part of you. It keeps you safe. It keeps you comfortable. Okay? Everybody wants that. Let's not lie. I mean, that's easy, right? We all want to stay comfortable. We don't want to do what's hard. Hard is hard. What is the conscious mind? The conscious is the thinker. It's what controls your thoughts. The directional. It reasons. It desires. It dreams. It wants more. And it achieves more. It chooses to achieve. That's our conscious mind. So now today we're going to move into week 3 and we're going to talk about, are we ready to commit? If you're all here, I know you're excited to commit because you seem like you're just the committal type. So we're going to move on that. And you guys, you keep me accountable. I'm going to keep you accountable because this is super, super great stuff. Are you ready to commit? And are you ready for lasting change? Now, there was this story that I want to read to you, and I didn't bring my book out, so I'm going to go off, top of my head. We'll see how I do. But have you heard of the amazing story of the woman that was 120 pounds? Little lady, and she had her child stuck under a 3,000-pound automobile, and she knew, oh my gosh, if I don't get up and get that car off my child, he's gonna die. I mean, those were her choices. You get the car off or they die. Was there a chance of going and getting someone's help? No. Was there time? No. So what happened? What do you guys think was the one thing that allowed a 125-pound woman to lift 3,000 pounds without any help whatsoever? No machinery, no people, nothing. It's the mindset. This is no joke. Because what happens was, as soon as she says, okay, well, that's my choice, I have to do this, the adrenaline kicked in, and it was so powerful, there was such a mighty, mighty force in her that she was able to lift that car off her child. True story. This is real truth. What he's trying to teach us is our mind is the most powerful thing, and it can either work for us or against us. Does it serve you well or not so much? Okay? And when we're thinking every day, how we're thinking in that subconscious mind of ours, where is it taking us? Is it bringing us to a place of power to succeed, or is it a detriment to us? And that's really what Rod is really focusing on, and then teaching us how to change that so we can reach that next level in our lives. So, people do incredible things, you guys, when they finally get up and decide to take action. That's what it takes. When they cut off from all other possibilities and take that action. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. And what does the word decision mean? Day means from, and cision means to cut off. Okay? Number 1, if you want to make your decision more concrete in your life, the best thing that Rod says to do, share that with someone else and become accountable. And I talk about this a lot. Accountability for me means this. Once I go out and I speak it out to someone, even someone that I might not like, that just puts more pressure on. That just brings the pressure up, the fire, and it makes me want to do that much better. And he recommends that. He says, don't just go to people you know and love. Maybe go to someone who's maybe not so close with you. But if they're going to hold you accountable, dang it, do it. Because with accountability is where the action is going to take place. But there's more to that. Okay, so that's going to keep someone watching over you, making sure you're doing what you say you're going to do and keep following through and persevering when that gets hard. And I can attest to just about everything I've done in my life, no joke. You might think I do it well, play piano well, sing well, whatever. But let me tell you something. Everything has always been a darn struggle. And if my sister's on today, she knows that's true. So I have always had to persevere, and that's why we talk about that in my business, and that's why I'm so dang passionate, because what I'm reading here too today, this is so true for me, and I think a lot of you would probably agree that we all go through that, because he talks about this being everybody's mind, but there's ways to change this. I just want to really encourage the accountability. That's a really big deal. Rod talks about it. I live by it. I believe it. It's really a first step, because then you have people watching and they're waiting and they want to see what's going to happen. And if we want to be men and women of our words, well, get an accountability partner, because they'll hold you to it. Voice it. Just voice it to the people you know. I think my phone might die, but that's okay. We're just going to go with this. I just want to make sure you understand that when he says get an accountability partner, hi, Cheryl. Thanks for your love. Thanks for being on, girlfriend. It does not mean that you're trying to please others. That's not what it's about, and we're not trying to get their approval, okay? It's simply enlisting their support to stay accountable. That's all we're doing. So begin your challenge and start taking the decision and do the task at hand. Who's on? Someone just came on. Ah, hi, you. Lastly, we need resolve. Resolve to the fact that you are going to get this done. Make it to the very end no matter what. And you guys, that's my heart for all of you. In everything I teach and do, and when I'm out on lives with you, resolve. Resolve that we're going to get it done. We all need to take it to that next level. Why? Because it's an incredible feeling of success in our lives when we can carry that through to the end. And that's what Rod talks about in his book, and I really highly encourage it. He is an amazing, amazing author. Also, here's another key. The power behind your decisions is dependent on the emotion that you invest. Now, sometimes being over emotional things is not so great, but in this case, emotion is actually key. Okay, and it's not so bad after all. Hi, Mary. Thanks for being on, sweetie. Because the clearer you are to persevere through, the more likely you are to create the desire. And then you're going to succeed in that. Okay, so let me say that again. The clearer that you are to persevere through, the more likely you are to create the desire and the life that you desire. Okay, and it's going to come to fruition. It will. So number one, got a pencil out? If you're not driving, write this down. This is good stuff. Make a decision. That's the first step. 2, make a commitment to someone. Be accountable. It is the best advice I can give, and I'm doing it too. What I preach, I practice, and I live. Okay? Number 3, resolve to carry it through to the very, very end. Complete that. Take the steps. And if you don't remember these steps, every week that I'm teaching, get the book. It's all listed there, and just keep reading it over and over and over until you got that. And you can do this. We all can. You got it, guys. We can do it. You put in the comments anything you want to know. I'd be happy to get back to you. Thank you so much, you guys, for your interaction. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I would love to help you through this. That's what us friends are for. And until next time, you guys, have an amazing day. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Thank you so much for being my great supporters. I really love you. And it's because of you that I have the business that I have today. I really appreciate you. Bye, Cheryl. Bye, you guys. Bye, Mary. Everybody, you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.